Namaskar, Sat Sri Akal, Salam Alaikum, Hola, ¿Cómo estás? Why I'm saying that, I'll come back to that in a minute. But before that, very warm welcome to second series of Curry On, only on Be For You. I'm Atul Kochhar and I'll be taking you on a delectable curry journey. I'm saying curry journey, but I will be using so many different dishes from world over to show you how to twist it according to your own taste. So stay on, enjoy this show, and welcome back to our second series of Curry On. On this episode of Curry On, I will be making two delicious dishes. And one of them is very inspirational. Comes from a very traditional dish. I'll tell you in a minute from where. And the second dish is very Indian. You will really enjoy it. But again, there's an inspirational twist on that. Coming back to the first dish, I'm sure you all have been on a great holiday on sunny beaches of either Greece or Spain or Portugal. They often eat a fish, an animal called octopus. I know, you all don't eat octopus, but we got to at some point because it's such a great source of protein and so many vitamins. I can't even count that how many great goodies come from octopus. So let me tell you, there is a great dish from Galicia in Spain, and I'm saying because that's how they speak. It's actually Galicia in proper English. And they would eat this recipe in a very simplistic way under name of pulpo a la gallega. We are going to make pulpo a la Londres because we live in London and we'll make it London style, and London style is British Indian style, and that's what we are going to do. Great recipe, very basic Spanish take on, and then it takes a flight from spices to give you a great spicy octopus. And the second recipe is called kale kofta curry. Kale is a very basic green vegetable from Europe. It has been here from I don't know how many centuries. But curry takes the kale to another new level. You will love this. So stay tuned and cook with me, or at least learn with me and go and cook later. Of course, I will be taking on some emails today and telling you what all you have written to me, and I have responses for that. But you know what? Don't stop here. Keep emailing me, keep tuning in. For emailing, this is the address. And of course, if you want to log on and read more about us, this is the address. Stay tuned and be back. Right, folks, I have to cook pulpo a la Londres, which is copied from pulpo a la gallega. Anyway, this is London style, which also means British Asian style because we are the ones who are cooking it, isn't it? Well, food and humor. These are the two things which are passion for me. Without humor, there's no life for me. So you know what? Everybody's turn will come on this series. I'm going to start with classics of Santa Banta. How about that? You know what? Guju bhai, you're not going away. Madrasis, you're not running away. And Bengali, I'm coming after you soon. So here we go. Santa Banta. Santaji is sitting and watching telly and watching his news when his son, who's filling up the form for the university, says, Daddy, I have filled in my name, filled in your name, and now they are asking mother tongue. What should I write? He says, Likh de, bahut lambi hai. You know what? What can I say? Santaji is perhaps right. Now, coming back to my pulpo. Octopus is an amazing source of protein, as I already said. So I'm trying to reiterate that it's an amazing source of protein. Here it is, guys. Pulpo, octopus, the way it is made are numerous ways of doing it. Now let's start with Japan. Japan is the place where we have all the sushis coming out from. And they make different types of sushis, teriyaki, akashi sake. I don't know how many sakes come out of it. And octopus is used in each and everything. Next to that, hanging down, is Korea. Korea uses octopus in great fashion, in a great way. It's a massive delicacy there. China uses octopus quite a lot. But coming down a bit, Malaysia uses a little bit of it, maybe a little bit of Far East, but we tend to lose the trend. We don't use much octopus in India, Sri Lanka, Pakistan, and Bangladesh. We should be using it a lot more because it is good for us. Let's move to Mediterranean. Wow, that's the place where octopus is really used. Really massively. When I say it massively, it is actually used massively. There are lots and lots of recipes, and some of them are very, very simple one where octopus is just boiled, olive oil is poured in, salt and pepper, lime juice, and sometimes not even lime juice, just eaten like that. Now, one of the countries which strike out in this is, of course, Spain and Portugal, but the country which actually catches octopus in a very good way is Tunisia. Now, what they do, these clever people, on the tiny island of, I think it's called Jerba, D-J-E-R-B, I think it's called Jerba, the island of Jerba. What they do, in the night, they would put clay pots on the bottom of the seabed every night. And then this animal has got a habit of going and hiding into dark places, in the safe places. And these lucky people, clever people, will go back in the morning and pull their pots up, and in sits an octopus almost every time. And that's the best way to catch octopus. Of course, there are nets and whatnot. And also in Greece, they also catch octopus in shallow waters by fish spearheads. You know, they have these spears, and they kind of just hold them and take them out, process them, and then very common scene in Greece is you will see octopus hanging on the laundry line as if it's been put there to dry, which it is actually. It sits there to dry and tenderize. And then in the evening, chef would take it away, cook it, cut it, and serve it as meze, which is a beautiful starter dish sort of thing. And one of the dishes which we have copied is also meze stroke tapas, and we are going to make it into our curry-on Indian tapas. So here we go. We have got the octopus. The size of the octopus matters, okay? You don't buy two small ones. Two small ones are baby octopus, and I am not going into it. We buy a large matured one, which is about 2.5 to 3 kilograms. That's the right size. And also, there are certain buying qualities, the things you need to look for when buying for octopus. In this country, though, you buy only frozen one, but as and when you stumble upon the fresh one in markets in Galicia or wherever in Mediterranean, look for this. This animal has got 2 suckers on each tentacle, and that's the very good quality of octopus. That speaks for itself. It also has a cousin which has got only 1 sucker, and that's not that good. It becomes very tough very soon. But if you don't have it, you don't have it. You just have to cook it slightly longer to make it more tender. Right? And apart from that, there's not much. This is an amazing recipe. And some people who actually inspired me to do that, I should take their names. These 2 guys are friends of mine, and I'm very proud of them. They're called Sam and Eddie Hart. They have a beautiful restaurant in Soho in London called Bonafide, which is a taperia or tapas place which is inspired after Barcelona or Madrid. You can't just book in there. You have to queue there to eat. They only have 16 seats. They cook some amazing, amazing Spanish food there. So please go there. You'll really enjoy it. They have given so much to London when it comes to Mediterranean food. That's no joke. You will be inspired when you go and eat there. Now, coming back to our own recipe, I know that we don't eat this in India, but sometime we have to make this Indian and start eating. For British Indian style octopus or pulpo a la Londres, these are the following ingredients you're going to need. It serves about 8 to 10 people. 1 frozen octopus, about 2 kilograms, thawed, sea salt to taste, 1 onion peeled and studded with few cloves, 1 bay leaf, virgin olive oil for cooking, 2 teaspoon sweet paprika, 2 tablespoon chopped flat parsley or coriander leaves, 1 teaspoon toasted cumin seeds crushed, 1 teaspoon toasted coriander seeds crushed, 1 teaspoon chaat masala, 1 green chili thinly sliced, 1 medium red onion thinly sliced, and about 2 teaspoons of lime juice. Right, the water is boiling. You need to add plenty of salt. I know, it's a vicious question or subject. How much salt? I would say about 3 odd tablespoons. Add to taste. Idea is that if you are near sea, then you can use the sea water to boil the octopus into, but it should taste like sea water. And as the water is boiling, I can bring it back to a vigorous boil. Look at that. Massive beast. But it'll shrink a lot. And sometimes you may not get octopus, so you can use, I would say, squid, but you may not need to process it for so long. Once it comes to boil, I'll drop the heat and let it simmer for good 45 minutes. And I also need to add a bay leaf and my onion. I suddenly realized my pot is slightly smaller, so I have to change the plan. Put the clove and the onion in there. And all I have to wait for is the octopus to get tenderized, and then I'll take it out in a tray, let it cool. So I got my onion, cloves and bay leaf in there. But one thing which is mystical, mythical, I must do that because Yogi tells me to. 2 pieces of Coke. I don't believe it, but you know what? I think he knows better than me, so I'll respect him. Right, while it's boiling and getting cooked, why don't you take a break and fill up your mugs, and then we'll come back and cook the pulpo in the right way. I mean octopus a la Londres. See you soon.